Oh, gosh. Well, welcome to our Let Me Tell You series, friends.
Yeah. Hi, Shelby.
Hi, Jenna.
I'm so excited to hear about some of the books that you've been reading lately.
Oh my gosh, same. Especially since we've been trying to read some more personally too. So I'm super, super, super excited.
Yeah, we finally had some time away from the podcast books to be able to read some on our personal TBRs, and that's been really fun. I think to try and start getting through that.
I 100% agree. So what's the first book you're reading right now?
Well, okay, so I finished a couple books since the last time that we talked, and the first one that I finished was The Princess Poison Vow.
Yes.
So I've talked about that one before. This was the one that's steampunk, queer, adult fantasy.
Who's the author of that one?
Haley Turner.
Did you hear that? That was
that
my
your
throat.
Oh, your throat?
I always have a weird frog in my throat. Okay.
That happens to me sometimes. It's a weird swallow.
It's
just like that?
Yeah, just like that. Okay, so who's the author of that book?
So the author is Haley Turner. And the second book is already out, and it's on Kindle Unlimited. So I did already download it. Yeah, so I'm excited to read that one.
What did you rate the first one? What did you rate it?
4.5 stars. Couldn't believe it, man.
That's the one that had a lot of POVs, right?
Yes, and that's why I say I couldn't believe it, because the first 100 pages I was struggling a little bit because, so literally the first 100 pages, I'm pretty sure it's 9 different POVs in the first 100 pages, separate. None of them repeat for the first ones.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe it's 80 pages or something, but I mean, it's a pretty good chunk. And then that's all of the first section of the book, and you come into the second section of the book, and then you start to repeat POVs.
Okay.
It's a time jump, and then you're revisiting the same characters.
Interesting.
But I had gotten to page 60, and it was still kept switching POVs, and I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. But then once it started getting back to the same people, I loved it. It was so,
oh my gosh.
I feel like people always say this, but it was genuinely so unique. It is, I have not read any other books that are kind of like that. It was a perfect blend. If you like sci-fi and fantasy, it is just gives all of those vibes. Those steampunk vibes were really fun. And there's a couple male romances. There's a female romance, and a potential female-male romance going on. So there's a lot of different characters, and it kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones, how there's lots of different pieces of the politics going on in different places. So it kind of gives that vibe a little bit. But so cool. And even kind of actually similar to Game of Thrones, where there's political forces working against each other, but there's also this broader humanity is going against something,
cool.
So yeah, it was really cool. So I was super into it. Especially by the end, I feel like I flew through the last 200 pages.
Well, because I remember it took you a little while to read the first half.
To get into it, yeah.
Yes.
And that's
because I remember you kept being I'm still reading this.
And so I couldn't believe that it finished at 4.5 stars for me, but it really did. And the only reason it wasn't 5 is because the pacing in the first half was a little tough. But once I got into it, I loved it. I thought it was really great. It's another one of those I can't believe that more people haven't read it sort of books.
Oh yes.
So
that is exactly how I feel about Amber Palmer's books, which I got the entire trilogy.
Oh yeah, did I see you got physical copies of them?
Yes.
Oh,
well, because I haven't read them yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I feel like I need to get physical copies. I cannot wait. Has she posted a release date yet for that new one that she showed?
No,
the
but
cover?
I might have signed us up for the ARCs.
Good. Oh my gosh! Did you look at that cover?
Running. It's
the cover is so pretty.
I feel like we rave about Amber every episode that we have. We love her.
She's probably I'm annoyed if you guys talk about me. But.
No, I don't think so. I think that she's I don't know. I feel like we're friends.
Yeah, Amber, come visit Colorado. We'll show you
come
a rebel.
Hang out with us.
We'll have a good time. No, I am really excited though. I should look and see when the release date of that is because I don't know that I had seen the release date.
Yeah, my mom got me the entire trilogy for my birthday.
Cute.
Because she was like, hey, send me your Amazon wish list. And I was like, well, if you get one book, you have to get all 3. She bought my entire Amazon wish list.
How many books were on it?
Well, okay, so it was 3 books. That's a lie. It was 3 books that I got. 2 books that will be coming out.
Oh.
Some work clothes, some jewelry, some shoes.
Wow.
It was like...
That's so nice.
I know. I was like, Mom. And she goes, Happy 30th.
Oh.
I was like, I'm going to cry. It was 12 packages.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet.
It was so sweet. And I was so excited. I was like, I've been waiting for these physical books.
Oh my God, I cannot wait for you to see. That's going to be good. We talked about that we were going to do some fun episodes coming up, and so we can have some time to read our own books. I'm excited for you to read them.
I cannot wait.
I really hope you love them as much as I did.
I think I will.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I'm so excited.
So so that was the first book that I read. That was 4.5 stars, and then I also read 3 by Ted Decker. So that's a thriller, and that was one that you recommended because you have read it
I read
before.
that in high school, and I thought I loved it. So, okay, tell me what you think, just brief.
Oh, I mean, I liked it. It was definitely a really different take on
It's
like
a Christian book.
I did get that vibe, which I don't know.
I
didn't necessarily vibe with that part as much.
I forgot.
But it was really... It was like a very unique ending, I think, to most...
Did you like the ending?
I was mixed. I liked...
Really?
Well, okay. But I mean, I liked it fine. The middle portion was just a little slow for me.
Yeah.
In that book.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't dislike it. Yes. So 3, I gave 3.5 stars. And I mean, I liked it. It was not my favorite thriller I've ever read, but I didn't have a bad time. Yeah. So.
And then I also read it literally probably 15 years ago.
Yeah. And then the other one that I just finished, Love Theoretically.
Which I actually just got for my book of the month.
Yeah. Have you read The Love Hypothesis?
No.
So you haven't
Do I need to read it before that?
No, they're all standalones.
Okay, good.
They're just, it's another Allie Hazelwood.
The cartoon character just...
The cute.
The cartoon, what is that called? The cover?
The cover?
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't bought any of the books because of that. But you've convinced me. I bought it.
I mean, I don't read a lot of contemporary romance, but Allie Hazelwood and specifically The Love Hypothesis, Love on the Brain, and Love Theoretically, if you are currently a student, a woman in STEM, or you work in academia,
which we're both women in STEM,
you will love this book. It's like,
yay!
I think that's really the main thing.
Is it a quick read or is it like? Okay,
it's super fast. It is a rom-com, so it reads like you're watching a rom-com, and it's. Honestly, I think Allie Hazelwood's like one of the only ones I've read like that. I tried reading. I read Beach Read by Emily Henry. Hated it.
You did?
Yeah, it just wasn't for me.
People have been raving about that.
Yeah, they really like that. But
interesting.
But I loved this one because it's like if you like, you have to like kind of corny STEM jokes and kind of like I don't know, corny STEM banter and stuff. But if you like that, you will love these books. Yeah. They are so. I was literally just like kicking my feet and laughing the whole time.
Did you put that as your Goodreads?
Loved it. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I remember seeing that on your Goodreads earlier, and I was like,
it is so. Oh my God, I was laughing so hard. My husband kept looking over at me and being like, "What's wrong with you?" But I was laughing so hard. Also, if you've read The Love Hypothesis but not Love Theoretically, the spicy scene in this book, because there's only like 1 or 2 maybe. It's not like an overall super spicy book. There's like 1 or 2 spicy scenes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed. It's so good. It's my favorite one. It's so good.
Oh my gosh. That is so fun.
Besides the Sarah Kate Salacious Players Club, I think this was like my favorite spicy scene out of a book.
What?
And it's like out of a rom-com, which is just totally out of pocket, but I was obsessed with it.
But also, side note, Praise by Sarah Kate.
Amazing.
I want to I kind of want to reread it.
I know. Or Give Me More. I like Give Me More.
Oh, I liked Give Me More too. Those were my 2 out of Salacious Players Club.
Okay. So that and then plus the only other one that I've finished recently was Kingdom of the Wicked. Which we're covering in our podcast.
Yes.
So what have you already finished recently?
Well, so I haven't actually really like finished anything. I'm just like currently in the middle of things.
And then tell me what all you're reading. Are you still reading Mistborn?
Yeah, that one kind of unfortunately got put on the back burner a little bit. I'm probably 250, so I'm like halfway through it, and I'm really, really liking it. We've gotten caught up with like some podcast stuff. So I also just finished Kingdom of the Wicked. I did Ledge last week, and so I finished those ones. I'm currently listening to Losers by Harley LaRue.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's also the same author of Her Soul to Take.
And
it is a Why Choose.
Oh, I love that.
It is a...
You haven't liked very many as the Why Chooses, though. Have you only read The Broken Bonds and Ruthless Boys? Have you read any other Why Chooses?
No, I don't think I have,
I was going to say, I don't think you have, because you still haven't read Seventh Circle and that, like the Hades, and you haven't read that series, right?
Nope, haven't read that yet. I'm really liking this one.
Good.
It is.
Spicy?
6 out of 5. Chili peppers. Spicy.
Need some water after that book.
Yeah. It is. Wow. And I love that, like, the guys have, like, very different personalities.
Yes.
And I'm listening to it. And
do they have different voices?
Yes. Well, not different voices, but he does different voices, like, for the different guys.
Okay.
And so it is... It's very, very good.
Nice.
I'm really, really... But I also... Her Soul to Take was, like, the first book that I read on my Kindle when I was traveling a lot last year. And it's still to this... that has meaning.
Sorry.
And so, like, it's still to this day one of my favorite spicy books. Her Soul to Take and then Her Soul for Revenge. And so when I saw Harley LaRue, I was like, I think I'm going to like this. And I am really, really, really liking it.
Nice.
Yes. And so that's what I'm currently listening to. Very much so enjoying it. And I'm also currently reading A Clash of Stars by Britt Stark.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. This is our September book club month. Why do I keep saying that?
This is our September book club book.
Book club book, yes.
There we go.
Pick of the month. This is what we're reading for September.
Which the group chat has been really fun for.
My gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's been really fun to hear everybody else's thoughts and everything too. I'm really excited to see what books we pick for future months too.
Oh my gosh, me too. This has just been so much fun.
Yeah.
And I cannot wait for us to announce our physical meetup.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm really pumped. So if you are virtual or you live in Denver and you want to join our book club for future months, just give us a DM on TikTok or Instagram or send us an email and we'll make sure to get you added to the chat.
Yes, it has been so much fun. And I feel like everybody is so accepting. Oh, it's been so much fun. I'm loving. Like, I was literally hooked from, like, the prologue.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that you've been enjoying it so much.
So I've been enjoying that one a lot. I'm also probably 200 pages into Imagine Me, which is the last book of the Shatter Me series. The first series we've covered on this podcast.
I know, we're finishing it out.
I cannot even believe it. It's so fun. It's been so good to, like, understand these characters so much. Yeah.
I know it'll be I'm really curious to see how the series closes out. And it will kind of feel like, I don't know, such a circle moment for us of closing out, like, the first long series that we've covered. That'd be cool.
I know. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how we feel at the end of the series.
Yeah.
That's so fun.
I'm also currently reading A Clash of Stars by Britt Stark. I'm halfway through it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. You
215, I think. That much through it. Yeah, I've been liking it so far. I think it's funny because I do flip back and forth between YA and adult fantasy.
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to like reorient myself to like maybe expect it a little bit different. Yeah.
Well, and then I feel like we also said that in the group chat too. Like, this is a YA. Maybe we should have prefaced it a little bit, but like, I felt like it like was yeah.
You know, I'm sure we'll talk about it more on our episode, but I definitely came into that blind enough that I did not know what to expect.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I think it's just been so fun to hear what everybody is thinking about it, and everybody's like super free to like share their own thoughts and everything. I'm like, I love how candid it is.
Mm-hmm. I've been really happy like how active the chat felt too. It's been really fun. Been a really good group, and I'm excited to meet people in person too. Yeah. So I've been reading that, and then I'm also on my Kindle reading A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I've been loving.
Really?
So far. Yeah, I think I'm maybe like 65% or something.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Are you liking it better than Addie LaRue?
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's a really different type of story.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a very different type of story. Yeah, oh my God, I don't even know what to say. I love it. I wonder, I don't know if it's marked as adult or not. It might not, but it reads more adult, or maybe just like reads less romance. So that's been kind of fun too.
Oh, fun.
But if anybody's ever watched Counterpart, which is a show on, it's on Amazon Prime. I think it's like a Star Wars show or like Showtime or something.
Cool. Okay.
But it's for free on Amazon Prime. If you like sci-fi, it's like the best show ever. But like the whole premise of Darker Shade of Magic is there's like multiple Londons in different worlds that have like varying levels of magic, and very select few people can travel between these worlds. And that's like kind of like the premise, right? Is weird stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
It's so cool. I'm really, really enjoying it.
That sounds like so much fun.
So that's been fun. And then also on my TBR coming up, Imagine Me, just like you said. I'm also planning on finishing out that book, hopefully in the next couple weeks.
Honestly, that one goes faster than any of the books that we read in that series.
Yeah? Nice. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice... I always feel like Shattering Me is a pretty fast read.
I started it at noon and I'm 200 pages in.
Nice.
With how busy I've been.
Good. Nice.
Yeah. Can't not wait to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, so I have that. I'm finally going to start The Way of Kings. I don't think I'm going to finish it in September just because I have other books I want to read too.
It's huge. Look at it.
It's like 1,000 pages. Yeah. Literally, I think it's 1,000 pages. I'm going to look. Probably because it's like short. The fancy fairy. Look at that shiny gold though. Can you see the foiled edge? Pretty edges though. The Fairy Loot edition has like the gilded foil.
Oh, I love that.
So it's like gold on the edges. But yes, I'm excited to start that. It's supposed to be one of the best Brandon Sanderson books. I just haven't gotten into it yet because we've been reading others, but I'm excited now we're going to have some time.
We've been reading so much right now. Yeah. I'm still reading Mistborn. I'm like halfway through it, and I'm so sad because I like haven't had a whole lot of time, and it is a lot. Like, it's not our normal type of stuff that we've been reading, so I'm like, it's hard to like.
It takes more thinking.
It does.
More brain power.
But I love it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that it takes a lot to read it.
Yeah. We've been reading a lot of like easier YA stuff lately, and it is definitely like a more challenging read than some of those.
Absolutely. But it's good.
Yeah.
But what are we reading next?
This is the other one that I have still on my up next is Assistant to the Villain. This one just came out like a week ago. And yeah, I've been looking forward to this release for years.
Have you really?
No, I mean,
because you've been following her on
TikTok. I've been following Hannah for years, but I think she probably only announced the book not that long ago, maybe a year ago. But I did pre-order it as soon as it was available.
Yeah,
like, earlier
and look at the edges.
Yeah, I got.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun. What's the book called?
I already said Assistant to the Villain.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well,
But yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't know. It's like it reminds me of. I don't know, I think like The Office, kind of like comedy, but in a fantasy setting.
Oh,
so it's
my
like
gosh,
a grumpy villain and a sunshine assistant who gets hired in, and then it's just like funny office things and stuff. So I'm excited. I think it'll be
cute.
Oh my
gosh, I'm so excited to read
I think it'll be really funny.
I think it'll be really funny.
And I saw that it hit #1 paperback sellers on New York Times.
Really? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so fun.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I love it so much.
Yeah, so that's what I have coming up next.
We have a very exciting month coming up, I think.
Yeah, lots of good books coming. Were there any others that you had on your TBR, or were those most of yours?
Oh my gosh, on my TBR, I still really need to finish From Blood and Ash, like the series, because I think I'm 3 books in, and I was looking at my shelves the other day. I was like, I still need to finish A War of Two Queens. I was
gonna say you must be 4 because you read Shadow in the Ember, right?
Is that Nyktos and Sarah?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I did read that.
But you haven't read War of Two Queens?
Nope, not yet.
Yeah. So that's the next one. So you have War of Two Queens, A Light in the Flame, and Soul of Ash and Blood. I haven't read Soul of Ash and Blood yet either, but I do have it.
It was on your TBR.
Yep.
Gosh,
so maybe I'll have to add that in soon too.
I know. I'm like, it's so funny. There's like so many books and just like not enough
so little time. So many books, so little time.
So many books.
That's what I expect my retirement to be, is just reading books.
Literally me too, though. Me too. I love it.
With you next door.
In a, what do we call it? A convent?
Commune.
Not a convent.
Not a convent.
Not a
no, we are not religious.
In a commune.
In a commune.
If we could have like a bunch of acres with just like all of our friends, and we could all have gardens.
And we can have like one big shared garden, and then like one of the houses can have the movie room, and then one of the houses can have a library, and then one of them can have a pool, one of them can have a gym.
Oh my gosh, I love this. I'm in.
And then Gianni can have all of the toys in his garage.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love this.
Yep.
I really hope this happens.
Yep.
We've literally been talking about this for years.
Yep, that's the plan. So.
That's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love these Let Me Tell You series. It's so fun. I'm like, I have added so many books to my TBR from like people on TikTok and people on Instagram. Like, what are you reading right now?
Mm-hmm.
And just like seeing all the posts and everything.
Well, and it's fun because as much as we read similar books, you always have different books that I haven't read before either. And so it's fun to see, I don't know what you have going on. Like you just showed me those 2 new books that you got that you wanted to read soon too, right?
I cannot believe I have not mentioned this yet. We have Lady of the Lost Fae and Crown of Blood and Stars by Dana Leanne. You guys. So I have a really good friend in Arizona who is friends with the author.
So cool.
I know. And she reached out and she was like, you guys need to read this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, heck yes. And so I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm really pumped to read those too. That's going to be awesome.
Gosh. I know. So, yes, this is also on the TBR list for September / October /
Yep. Oh, I know. Yes. I'm going to be excited to talk to you in a couple weeks about some of our October TBR stuff. Because I think I'm going to try and have some spooky reads for the month of October. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I know we talked about, was it One Dark Window, that perhaps we'll be encouraging more people to read. We'll see.
I hope so.
But that's supposed to give really like spooky, dark vibes. I want to read Babel finally. So Babel, I feel like that also is giving like kind of dark academia vibes. So
yes,
I want to read that one too. But I'm like still collecting some other ones to give for October. I think last year. Oh, and I want to read what is it? Sign Here, I think is what it's called.
Ooh.
I got it from. It's like a horror comedy. I don't know.
Interesting.
I'm trying to remember exactly what they classified it as. But I got it from Book of the Month last year in October, and I didn't read it. But it's, again, I think kind of like an, reminds me of Assistant to the Villain, kind of like an office comedy thing, but think there's like a demon that like works in an office and it's like having to collect souls and stuff. But it's supposed to be funny. And so I think that's the right vibe for...
that's so interesting.
For October too.
Well, then I also felt like Kingdom of the Wicked was a really good start into like fall
spooky season
because I wasn't expecting it to be as like witchy vibes as it was, and so as I was reading it I was like getting all cozy and I was like, oh yes.
Yeah, it makes me excited for fall weather.
Oh my gosh, me too, which we're getting there next week.
I'm
ready.
Yay. Awesome. So many good books. So make sure to tune in for future episodes if you want to hear what we thought of these books once we finally get to them.
Yes. If you guys could please give us a review on Apple Podcast, we would love to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
And it helps us so much. Like, yeah,
we love to get the feedback. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. We love you guys.
Yeah. So thanks so much for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.